Hey, Aries, intuitive soul coach here with your December 2022 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Aries, so please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links, Aries, in the description box below. All right, so right away here, we have three overall themes for you in the month of December. We have the law of attraction, we have heart's desire, smack dab in the middle, and we have action. So I do sense that a lot of you are wrapping up some sort of a cycle so you can go into 2023 with new goals, new beliefs, new thoughts, new patterns, new healthy habits. For some of you, there could be an ending here. It could be an ending of an old relationship that is no longer serving you, or it's not based on honesty, trust, reciprocity. Some of you, this could be a career path that you may be taking a turn in. Some of you may be expanding or growing, or you just may be, some of you even retiring as well. Now, the law of attraction showing up here is all about manifestations. This is about you focusing on the seeds that you want to plant so you can start to see them grow into reality. And that's what we see forming here for you, because you have the law of attraction followed by action. And I love that the heart is showing up. So what's happening here, Aries, is you're making choices from the heart. So whether that has to do with your career, going towards a hobby, a side project, or any sort of hustle that you really love, and it's coming from a place of passion and excitement. I feel like you're moving in a new direction. It could certainly be a relationship, but for others of you, this is a career path as well. The law of attraction is about positive energy. So the reminder here, Aries, is keep an abundant mindset. Keep your thoughts positive, your affirmations high, and make sure that you are creating and focusing on the things that bring you success, abundance, prosperity, instead of focusing maybe on the Four of Cups type of energy, where sometimes we tend to focus too long on the things that we've lost or the things that we haven't quite succeeded at. You have a new beginning for a lot of you here. I certainly see that with the tarot, which we'll talk about here shortly. But this is all about magnetic energy. So what you think about, you bring about. And that goes both ways. If you're focusing on the negative, you might start to see more negative in your life. But if you focus on that abundant mindset, you're going to see things changing for the better. Even if things around you or in the external world seem to be maybe a little more negative, you'll be able to maintain that peace of mind within yourself if you put a positive twist on it. If you're able to see the silver lining and you're able to stay excited here. Now, we also have the heart's desire. This can again be about passion projects. This is also about your heart. So if some of you at times have felt maybe a little bit of anxiety or depression, or if you've just felt like you wanted a companion, a friend, even a complete stranger, I'm sensing that some of you may come in contact with a complete stranger and have a conversation. Now, this could be through standing in the line at the grocery store, or maybe you're at the gas station and someone mentioned something to you. I'm getting strongly here that there's going to be some sort of interaction or some sort of connection with someone you've never met here. And it's going to be very good. It's going to help you open up this heart even more. December can be a very challenging month, but it can also be a very heart-opening month as well. And you can choose to see the silver lining. If you are going through some challenges, some struggles, please do reach out to others at this time, whether it's professional help, whether it's your friends, your family, and know that you don't have to do this alone, because we do have messages coming in here from Spirit, from the other side, and Spirit really wants you to know that you don't have to take this next step or go through this process alone, whatever this may be for you. This is a love for what you do, Aries. What is it that you love? What are the things that bring your heart excitement? And who do you surround yourself with that uplifts you, inspires you, and brings a lot of happiness to your life? I feel like you're starting to align more so with the law of attraction, with the things that you want. And now you're able to bring them to life, bring them to reality. This is coming in, I sense, towards the end of December, even into that January energy, when people start to set goals for themselves. They start to think about what they want to accomplish in the new year. But a lot of times you find that people tend to set goals, but then they start to waver away come February or March. I sense that whatever you have your eye on, this is something long-term for you, Aries, where you will follow through and you will be continuous in your efforts as well. Now, when this action card shows up, this is about taking charge. It's about hustle, ambition. I'm just getting the word awareness, even though it's not on here as well. I feel like you are awakening to maybe a higher calling or a new direction, because this is about forward movement. It's about motivation and energy. Some of you have, I feel, lost your motivation or lost your momentum. Maybe it was due to anxiety or due to something with that heart chakra here. It could have been that you were recovering from an illness, or it could have been a loss that you've endured here. But I'm sensing that you have this brand new get up and go type of energy, which I really love to see, Aries, especially as you start on this new path, which you certainly have here showing up. Now we have the Empress. Right away here, we have the Muse of Material, which is the King of Cups. We have the Chariot, the Seven of Materials, the Ten of Voices, and the Ace of Voices, which are swords here. So right away, the Empress reminds you that you are abundant, that you have and hold the power from within here, Aries. When this Empress shows up here, this is saying don't neglect your heart. Okay, because this did show up in reverse, even though I read intuitively here. The Empress energy is a goddess. She's creative, she's maternal, she's sexy, she's nurturing, and she's full of a lot of love and light, and whatever she focuses her attention on. Law of attraction here. What you focus on will grow. So make sure that you're focusing on the healthy and positive things that are going to uplift you and inspire you and motivate you here with this Empress energy. Don't neglect yourself. For some of you as well, you can see it's almost as if there's lemons in the background here. So I'm almost getting the energy here of turning lemons into lemonade. So that's what I was saying here, making sure that you're seeing the silver lining. How can you create something quite beautiful, possibly even out of your pain, which I believe is a card that you have coming up, which your soul really wants you to remind you, and we'll get to here shortly. But this Empress energy says that you have everything that you need in your life to manifest and create this abundance, whether you believe in it or not. But if you believe in it, it's going to happen quicker for you. So very positive. Some of you, this is about your career, because the King of Pentacles here is someone who focuses on their finances, their success, their stability. They are willing to work their way to the top because they're not afraid of hard work. Now, the King of Materials, King of Pentacles, doesn't get to the top by not putting in the effort. You have to meet the universe halfway. So whatever it is that you want, whether it's a dream that seems far-fetched, whether it is a business idea that you have, whether it's an invention. Some of you, maybe you want to create an app, or you want to open up your own shop, or you want to start a YouTube channel. Whatever this may be for you, however small or large you feel like your dream is, it's very, very important that you focus on this energy of growth, because we have the Empress here, but also that you believe in it, because sometimes that determines whether we will fail or whether we succeed. Because if you don't believe in yourself, who else will? If you don't believe in what it is that you're selling, how will other people believe in that as well? So make sure your heart is in it. And I just heard here, in it to win it. Make sure you have a love for what it is that you do, a love for what it is that you are selling, or a love for the people that you surround yourself with. Do they want the best for you and inspire you? Now, I'm also getting some of you may be speaking to, it could be a real estate agent, it could be a broker, or maybe that is you yourself, some sort of accountant as well. I'm also seeing a financial advisor. It could be a business investor. There could be someone within your company. You may be deciding to ask for a raise as well, or maybe even some paid time off. Some of you are working a 9 to 5, but yet you have a hobby or a passion project on the side. Some of you are bouncing back and forth, and that is absolutely okay. We need to do what we need to do to pay the bills here on earth. But I feel that you don't have to put this on the back burner any longer. There's something coming to an end here for you, because we have the Chariot energy, which is the action. Okay, we have the action taking place after planting some sort of seeds. This is about triumphant success. Whatever you focus on, you will be quite successful. And I feel like it may happen quickly for you. Now, it doesn't mean that there's going to be a get rich quick type of energy. I don't feel that, but I feel like you'll keep the momentum to keep doing something. Consistency here is very important for you. Now, this Chariot energy, you have, let's see, 2 major arcanas, and the Empress and the Chariot are a couple of the best ones to have in your month of December here. So when this Chariot shows up, this is all about a new sense of direction, a new drive. Some of you certainly could be traveling this month as well, by plane, by vehicle, and I just heard by boat. So you may be even taking a cruise, or there could be something with purchasing a boat, or maybe you'll be on a boat. They're just giving me water. Maybe you're thinking about moving by the water, or you can only get to a place by boat. Please take that as it resonates. But I feel a lot of freedom as well. You can see the horses below here. And I sense that there's a liberation coming in here for you. Even though this is a December reading, Aries, I'm getting a lot of movement for the January, February, and March months in 2023. The 7 of Materials says that you may be assessing and evaluating a situation in your life. You may be stopping to pause in the month of December and saying, okay, what new direction can I go? Because I feel like you're ready to take action in a new direction here. The 7 of Pentacles, which is the 7 of Materials here, says, don't give up too early. You're coming really close to harvest. I don't feel like you're going to give up here. I just sense that you may be taking a course correction. Course correction is what I just heard. I love that. So it's as if you've been going in a direction here, but you're ready to end something old that may not have been working, or maybe you just lost interest in, Aries, and that's okay. We grow, we evolve, and we have to kind of go inward sometimes to reflect and then come out of our hole and take action. So remember that life is a cycle and that we go through cycles, and it's okay to do that as well. But the 7 of Pentacles here is about you coming really close to this harvest. So be patient. You will get a return on whatever you're putting your energy into here. But I do sense that something needs to end. Now, your last 2 cards here are the 10 of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So this is powerful. I really love when these 2 show up together. A lot of people are fearful of the 10 of Swords, but it is a complete let go or a release of something that's no longer serving you, something that could have been sabotaging your success or your growth here. Now, it could be a mental conflict. It could be other people's judgments. Whenever I get the 10 of Swords here, it certainly can be a painful ending, but a lot of times, especially now intuitively, I feel like this is you letting go of criticism, letting go of judgment, letting go of the fear of not producing some sort of solid, helpful work, or maybe being judged because of the work that you're wanting to do. Or this could also be not being accepted, not feeling fit in here, or not being part of the group is kind of what I'm getting. But when this 10 of Swords shows up, this is saying here that it's time to move on. There may have been an ending that is, again, just not serving you, whether it was very painful or not. I sense with this Ace of Swords showing up as your final card. I really love this because whatever this is, you're letting it go once and for all. You're letting it go for good. You're not letting this hold you back any longer. This could be something from childhood. It could be something from a workplace. This could be a relationship. It could be a limiting belief or a thought pattern that you're not good enough or that you'll never be able to manifest. Well, whatever that is for you, you're letting that belief go, and I feel like you're upgrading it with a new belief. And that new belief is, I can, I will, I am worthy. We can do hard things. And this Ace of Swords showing up is saying you have a new understanding here. There's a new sense of clarity. A lot of you will have very high intuition this month as well. You may have high intuition all the time, Aries, but I feel like you're gaining some sort of clarity. Now, it could be through meditation. It could be through speaking to a psychic or a seer or a healer. Some of you may be watching maybe a little more YouTube, or you may be getting a reading done, but you can see that this beautiful owl is bringing clarity. You know what to do this month, and I feel you're going to go into the new year with a lot of momentum here. Now, regarding your career, we have the light bulb and the seal. Now, the light bulb is like that Ace of Swords. It's as if a light bulb moment goes off within your soul, within your heart, within your mind, and everything inside you not just whispers, but it's almost as if it's screaming, yes, this is it. This is the direction you need to go. And this is about beautiful ideas that you have, lucrative ideas. It could be about a new income source. Some of you are feeling highly inspired to move in this new direction as well. You may be thinking about taking your passions into an entrepreneurship. Some of you are heading towards a new job or a new creative endeavor. I feel a little bit bored. Some of you may be bored with what you're currently doing or in a relationship you're currently in here, even though this is about money here. I feel like you're inspired to go off and build something on your own here. I mean, you certainly could work with people, but I feel like it's a sense of independence. You may be signing a contract in the near future as well. This could be a business contract. It could be a soul contract. For some of you, this is about the gift of money as well. You may get a bonus around the holiday season if you do celebrate the holidays. Here in the US, we have Christmas, but there's Hanukkah and there's other holidays as well, but you may have money coming your way through maybe a bonus or a gift. This can mean you have a career in writing. Some of you administrative, clerical, insurance. Some of you may be doing paperwork, whether it's on a real estate transaction, whether you are signing a contract for a new business, a new loan. For others of you, I feel like what you're doing in 2023, it's going to allow you to stay put. It's going to allow you consistency. You're going to have a lot of brilliant ideas. And some of you may struggle with, what if I start this and I can't keep this going? What if I start this? But what if you start this and it's the most successful thing you've ever done in your entire life, Aries? That's what I feel. I've been saying this a lot lately, where a lot of times people say action speaks louder than words. Absolutely. But consistency speaks louder than both action and words. So if you can stay consistent with what it is that you're doing, that is the true key to progress and success here. Now, when it comes to your love life, you have stay optimistic about your love life, whether you're single, married, divorced, separated, widowed. It says positive thinking and faith will bring you romance if you're looking for love. For others of you, this could be companionship as well. It doesn't just have to be romantic love. It could be friendships, soul tribes. I'm just hearing as well, some of you may want to reach out to a sister, or it could be that you want to attract someone who is like a sister to you as well. And then we have, for those of you that are looking for a soulmate or looking for a companion animal, a pet, we do have this could be the one. So there may be an energy here showing up in the next, I want to say even the next 4 to 8 weeks for you, where you are aligning with that energy of love. You have heart's desire smack dab in the middle. Some of you may be even getting engaged or even married. I sense this is a very strong friendship that could turn into more if you're looking for that, but it could be same-sex friendship. It could be that you're connecting with a family member who you haven't talked to for quite some time, but I do sense that there's someone very important about to enter or has already entered your life when it does come to when it comes to love. Now, what messages does your soul have for you? Right away here, typically I only pull one, but two cards came out for you. And the first one was, what can I do to make a difference? Now, some of you have a strong pull towards either humanitarianism or activism. You may be thinking, how can I help the world? How can I leave the world a better place? Or how can I make the difference in the lives of others here? Even if you're not necessarily a huge people person. Some of you Aries may be introverts. I feel like you could make a difference from, the stories that you tell or something you're doing through social media. I am getting strong social media presence here for some of you as well. But it says, what keeps you up at night? What makes you cringe when you think about it, such that every ounce of you screams, no more? Where can you create purpose out of your pain? Today's soul action, make a difference in someone's life today, big or small, because all of it makes a difference. Some of you may get very emotional when you see those commercials of animals on TV. Some of you may get very sensitive when you see maybe a homeless person on the side of the road, or it may be women and children that really strike your heart here. It could be making a difference for the environment. It may really irk you when you see garbage littered on the side of the road. It could be anything here, Aries, but I feel like you can make a difference. So when you tell yourself, oh, it's just me, I can't make a difference, I'm only one person, I want you to reframe that belief and tell yourself, yes, it's just me, but I can make a difference. One thing that you do today can certainly make a difference, even if it's you starting to recycle, or if it's you picking up a piece of trash on the side of the road, or maybe you decide to volunteer. I am getting something with strong volunteer or helping another person out. And this could be you holding the door open for someone at the store. So it's something, it could be small, it could be something large, but please know that you do make a difference here in this lifetime. All right. And lastly, from the soul truth, we have, how can I surrender even more in this moment? We see this throughout your tarot as well, that you are surrendering. You're letting something end here because you know that there's something better coming in. And it says, again, how can I surrender? It is essential to have clear, strong intentions of what we desire, but it's equally important for us to detach from the outcome. So this could be, this 10 of Voices could be about detachment as well. Some of you may be too attached to a specific outcome, because sometimes this Empress can smother. She can be right on top of what she needs to do, but it's so restricted that it doesn't have room to grow and to breathe, because she's worried at times of, is this going to be enough, or how can I go in this direction, or do this or do this. Let your mind free to be able to use that beautiful imagination that you have here. Know this, Aries, so deeply that your soul vibrates. You are not alone. Your life has purpose. And the more you surrender, the more God can produce miracles in your life. Today's mantra, I would love for you to write this down if you can. I surrender. I accept all that I cannot change, and I release the outcome, and I joyfully trust the process. Some of you have a very difficult time trusting that something is going to be even better than you could have dreamed, or trusting that you are here to make a difference, which you absolutely are. Now, from your spiritual team, we do have hello from heaven. So if some of you have lost a loved one, or a loved one has crossed over, whether it's a family member, whether it's a friend, or someone that was very close to your heart, I feel like you are getting signs and symbols, and knowing that you're not alone is very important here, because it can be a challenging time of year when you do have someone who is in heaven. Your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking of them, and they're sending you signs and symbols to show how much they love you and to prove they are with you at this time. So pay attention, Aries, to your dreams. Pay attention to the animals that show up and cross your path. Pay attention to the feathers, the birds, the dragonflies, the butterflies, the flowers, the coins. Spirit shows up in many forms. It can also be through scent, through songs. It can at times even be a flickering or a flashing through a light. And they're actually showing me a flickering of a light bulb, which you have this light bulb. So it could mean one of two things here. Your loved ones or a spiritual team coming through to get your attention. If some of you just had a flickering bulb or you've seen some sort of a light flicker, but it can also mean that you again have some brilliant ideas here and it's time for you to act upon them. Next, you have breathe, breath work here. And it says the breath is the vital bridge between your body and soul. It's the connection between the inside and outside. The breath permeates your entire being, which is the same life force that nourishes all of us. So it's very important that some of you focus on your breath work. Some of you maybe even doing meditations that have you focus on the breath, but take a moment to pause, take a moment of silence for some of you and just focus on the breath. That can be very important when it comes to connecting to your team as well, but connecting to your own truth. And lastly, we have reach out. And it says, we know you're reaching out right now for help due to a current situation. Support is as much about the physical act of accepting help or offered as it is about the emotional benefits and learning that it's truly okay to accept support however it's presented. That may be challenging for you as well, Aries. It may be hard for you to ask for help. Perhaps you're the type of person who can do everything on your own, which yes, you may be able to, but it doesn't mean that you have to. And a lot of us from a very early age, we instill these limiting beliefs that we must do it on our own, or we must accomplish something without the help of others. But I feel like when you are in this place here of inspiration, knowing that you have help, whether it's your spiritual team, your friends, your family, loved ones, Spirit is here and you have people who want to see you grow. And I feel like if you feel you don't, your soul tribe is coming in. Stay optimistic because they're giving me almost a whirlwind of activity, especially towards that January, beginning of January. There may be a lot going on for you, but reach out to others because you may just surprise yourself that they are going through the same thing, or they may have some really beautiful words of wisdom that can help you move forward. All right. We have here Be Spirit, and it says sweet results await. So this is powerful when it comes to your reading because the law of attraction here, you're really focusing on this new life or this new direction, new career, new love, new health goals. And I feel that, again, if you stick to this, guess what number that is? 7, Chariot. If you stick and you are consistent to your goals, sweet results await. And Spirit wants you to know. It may seem difficult. It may seem like a lot of work, but you can do hard things. Again, you can put in the work, but you do know that you don't have to do it alone. Bring in people to help you. Ask your angels and guides for helpful people here on earth. So sweet results. And then last but not least here, we have from the wisdom of the oracle, and I will read to you the prosperity message, but this says no place like home. This is about your authenticity. It is about you being able to feel at home, arriving at a place where you just fit in, being comfortable, Aries, in your own skin. And the oracle's message for you is this. Home feels safe and secure. It's a comfortable place to rest and create, a place that is known and you can call yours. This card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin is beginning to solidify as you claim your dignity and integrity. Aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know who you are, Aries. You hold your head high, yet with neither pride nor humility. Instead, you stand as the observer, seeing through the eyes of your soul. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You are safe here in the house of your spirit and spirit. I love this for you. So yeah, sometimes it does feel like we're in a place that's not familiar. Some of you may be searching for your home, but don't be in too big of a rush to call it quits or to lay down roots, because Spirit is saying stay open here. Stay open. I'm getting a little bit of message from the protection, which I'm just going to read you here before we wind down your reading. But it does say choose something unfamiliar and trust that you will find a new normal that supports your spirit. Remember, if you do what you did, Aries, you'll get what you got. Do the opposite of what feels right, even if it's uncomfortable, because what feels right is really what feels familiar, and you will attract and be drawn to the very things you don't want anymore. This time will not be different unless you do something different. And I do sense that a lot of you are willing to go in a new direction, and it may be difficult for you to do with this Ten of Swords, but if you do go in that direction, sweet results await. So that is what I have for your December 2022 monthly reading. Very powerful. I love this energy for you here, Aries. If this resonates, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much, Aries, for tuning in. Lots of love and light.